Yeah. Go.
The freestyle by Corey Holcomb and this bitch. Cause I'm your daughter, bitch. I don't like your daughter, bitch. Ever since the Soto, niggas knocking on my motherfucking door. Is Trina there? Is she coming out? I say, hey, put that thing in that bitch mouth. Cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. Going in my refrigerator. Every nigga that nut in her, somehow they hate her.
Oh.
Her 2 kids that she kept cause she thought them dudes was gonna give her fuck. But then they ducked out on her ass. Fuck that silly slut. Even though that bitch do got a big ass butt. But I won't fuck her though. Cause it's your daughter. But get the daughter out my face before the slaughter. I don't like your daughter, bitch.
I told you he answered shit.
I'm just fucking. Hey, what up, y'all? 5150. We are here another week. Thanks to God Almighty for blessing us with all that bullshit. Hey, we about to get the show started. Today we got Darlene O.G. Ortiz.
Hello.
I'm Corey Holcomb. This is Zoe Williams. And Zoe, because you know I pop up at Zoe's show, I meet a lot of interesting people over there. So today, I'm going to let Zoe introduce it because I'm fucking up. I be forgetting direct. I forgot the name right. I don't want to say it wrong.
Brother Rizza Islam in the building.
Yes,
Brother
sir.
Rizza Islam in the building.
Yes, sir. You
Okay,
did.
cool.
Yes, sir.
As we get on the semi-serious side of the game,
Yes, sir.
we first of all, thanks for coming to the show, brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm honored, brother. I'm honored.
And on top of that, he got the security-looking brother over there because I shook his hand, and he got the, yeah, you ain't fooling me. When I shake people's hand, I be knowing. I be, oh, it ain't regular.
It ain't regular.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And the good brother, bro, his sister over there. I'm terrible with names, but she's over there just chilling.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Got
sir.
his back and all like that. And today we are going to talk some shit that I know is going to put me in the hole, but maybe the brothers who read books can help me bring a little light to the situation that I feel like would need to be, because if I say it on my own, sometimes I piss people off, and I think it's the way I say it, because I be so blunt sometimes. I be wishing I had that vocabulary, with all them elegant words like pleasant and shit like that. I don't even think of them type of words unless I'm up to no good. If I say the word pleasant in a sentence, that's when you watch me.
Like, uh-oh,
What the fuck
gotta
you
watch
saying
him.
pleasant for? Right. But I want to start out by saying this, and please, everybody, chip in as you will. It's an actress. Her name is Viola Davis, and she was on social media talking about how she felt blessed to be able to be in a love scene with a hunk like actor Liam Neeson, who is a Caucasian man. And she said they need to make more movies where women who are African American are in scenes like that, but not as the bed wench or the slave or whatever. She was like, I'm his wife in the movie. And I just was like, okay, this don't sound right about that. Like, she was proud to do it. Like, the role she was given, she felt it was a blessing to be called his wife instead of anything else.
His side
It's
chick or
interesting.
something
Right.
like that.
Her saying blessing is an interesting way of saying it, but the way I took it is that she meant other than the roles that she's been playing. That's how I took
You mean
it.
the booger bubble popping role?
No.
'Cause everybody remember the booger bubble. What was it? Some
But I
movie she
like,
was
but
in.
that-
Was it
but-
The
but
Help?
If she used the word blessing, that's
It was The
I don't
Help where
understand
this
that.
woman had a booger pop. You know the little booger bubble?
oh, when they're getting too emotional, it got out of hand. Oh, which movie was that? You're right. You're right.
I don't know if she has perfected the booger bubble, but
Fences.
right,
Oh, there you
Fences,
go.
is
Yeah,
that
with
it?
Denzel when she was crying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Booger
okay.
bubble.
The booger bubble pop, and that
That's
kind of
how-
like boosted
That's how
her.
real she wanted you to feel it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just, anyway, this is what I did, everybody. I went to see the movie Widows on purpose because I couldn't believe. I was like, what is she talking about? Man, I went to go see this movie, and I wish everybody to just go see it because, first of all, once I saw the movie, I realized I'm going to have a real problem with this Hollywood shit. They ain't going to put me in shit. But this woman was so proud of this role that she had with him because she was kissing him in the movie. Like, it was them real kisses. Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Taken.
He needs an Oscar for this motherfucker because he was busting slob with her. That wasn't acting.
Oh, stop. He's a good actor.
It was a whole bunch of people in the movie like, ugh! I'm just saying.
They were saying that?
What?
Very true.
Really?
I'm saying, and I know why they were saying it because this is another thing that I feel like I'll get controversy over. Viola Davis is not a very attractive woman, and it has nothing to do with skin color. But people always put it on skin color because she's a dark-skinned sister. You know what I'm saying? She just don't look right. So when you saw her kissing, Liam Neeson don't look right. He got a nose like the bird on the Muppets. You remember that bird? I'm like, he's a Hollywood hunk? I don't get it. I know somebody can say something.
Right.
Oh, that's all over this. She said it. She said Hollywood hunks like Liam Neeson. He looked like an old white man.
Well, he is old.
Can he really fight that good?
He is an old white man.
Because if we got in an argument, I think I'd try to fight him. I'm saying, like, is he
gonna
really
go
that
after
good like on Taken?
That wouldn't be fair. He's
I have
older
a-
than you. He's like 60. Late.
You have a very particular
I'm so glad
skill
you said
set.
that. He looks old in the movie. They look old. Him and Viola Davis. And Viola Davis is wearing a haircut that's just like mine.
Because they were saying, no, the director said, because I've been following the story, because I love it.
fade on the side of anything.
No, she was saying how she told the director when they offered her the part, she said, I'm so excited. Can you imagine all the wig changes I'm going to be able to do? And he goes, oh, no. For this part, you're going to have to wear your natural. And she was like, oh. So, yeah, so she's been talking about that, but she actually made that statement that she was looking forward to wearing, because she does change a lot, you know, on her hair looks. And the director told her,
Them
no,
hair
no.
hats. Them
And
hair
he said,
hats,
no,
dude.
that's going to be, I need you to wear your natural hair there. So,
I
So
just don't-
she was happy that she was the white man's
but that was a
wife.
car where she really is blessed.
as Tariq Nasheed said, bedwitch. I was like, she felt proud of it, and I was like, why can't you just book a role and it not be, oh, I get to be the wife of a white Hollywood hunk? Because that's what she said. And I just was like, no, you didn't say that. But people will talk about other actresses like, I've heard the sister Tiffany Haddish name brought up in a negative light or whatever. You never hear people say bad stuff about Viola Davis because it seems like she's been accepted by Hollywood. You get what I'm saying?
Very true.
It's just
She
my
has been.
opinion. I'm just putting it
There
out
you
there.
go. There
So
you
She has been accepted.
she has been accepted, right? Because she had the bubble pop. That
She played a slave first,
yeah.
you know, on the major films that allowed. They gave her the access. Played a slave. Good. She let her in.
It's like your doorway in.
That's your
What
doorway.
are you gonna do? You're gonna either put on a dress.
As a man, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're gonna do something
Yep.
where they're like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
We don't feel threatened by this guy.
Right.
Let's give him some
Precisely.
other roles.
He'll
Yeah.
play ball or she'll play ball.
Right.
So I just wanted to put that out there. I saw that.
Somebody said Liam Neeson will dog walk you, Corey.
Okay,
Tell him that is on
Baby.
stage. That's on stage action movies he's in.
but is he really a good fighter like that?
Stage acting.
Right, that's
He's
what I was
he's an
saying.
action
It's
Yeah, no,
like
he's all right. but
people
nah,
gonna see
he's
action
not.
movies and really think Jet Li will whoop everybody ass in the world.
No.
Jet Li can't whoop 4 niggas.
Right. That's true.
That's a movie. In real life, niggas will be like, when one nigga get caught up,
And then they all
stop thinking that Jet Li is invincible. Jet Li will get it. Right. Niggas be waiting on you to catch one nigga. This ain't that shit in the movies where everybody wait for the other dude to get beat up and be like,
No.
There's no
motherfuckers be like,
rules.
grab his ass.
Get in, little ass.
Dope that nigga. I mean, I'm just saying, people on there talking about Liam Neeson to whoop me. Did you sound?
They watch too many.
No, they didn't say
movies.
whoop you. They said dog walk.
Dog walk. Look,
That's specifically insulting. God
if
damn.
you see this movie, Liam Neeson, it was like he probably told the director, "Fuck you, be glad I'm doing this," because he didn't have on no makeup in this one scene, and you could really see how old he was.
Maybe they wanted him to look like that though.
They wanted him to look elderly in the movie.
Maybe, I don't know. I have not seen it yet. I don't know. I saw the Green Book though. I took Pearl to see that.
The Green Book?
Yeah.
Oh shit! You know these phones go off. What is the Green Book about?
It is the
Thanks anyway. Hey!
Gosh darn
I'm
you!
just fucking with you, D. Go ahead.
It's based on a true story between two people. It was a brother that was a professional pianist.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the movie with the brother from that movie that blew him up.
Moonlight.
Just like we said,
Yes.
Moonlight.
Moonlight.
He put his ass backwards work in. That's what I call it.
No, he wasn't. The young kid was. He wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't gay in Moonlight?
He did bring that up earlier on 2 weeks ago.
backwards
no.
He did bring
The movie
What?
had those tendencies, but he wasn't the one. But
He
the
wasn't
kid-
gay in the movie? Because
No,
I never
but-
watched the movie. This
That's
is
what
new
I'm
to me.
saying. A lot of people. No, it's a younger kid that is in the movie, not him.
So it's a gay kid in the movie.
Yes.
And he not gay.
No.
Hey, well, whoever you are, brother, I thought you was gay. Even
No,
when
but in this movie he plays gay.
what was the movie? What was this thing they canceled on Netflix?
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage.
Oh, yeah, Luke
Even when he
Cage.
was the bad guy in that, I thought he was gonna fight like this.
He wasn't in Luke Cage, the same guy.
No,
He
he talking
wasn't
about
Luke Cage.
Cottonmouth. The dude who played Cottonmouth.
He's changing it though. That
I
ain't
forgot
the
his
main
name.
guy.
He was in Moonlight. The dude
No,
who
it-
played Cottonmouth was in
But
Moonlight.
not the main guy.
Right, I don't think he was. Yeah, he didn't play the main role. I didn't see the movie,
Yeah.
but I did see the preview.
Yeah, I couldn't watch
I
it
didn't
either.
wanna
I
see-
ain't
I
never
didn't
seen
wanna
Anyway,
see
that.
That's
Green
all the
Book was
Brokeback
good.
Mountain.
I liked
Nope,
it.
I didn't see
None of
I
that
liked
shit.
it.
I saw the
liked it.
preview. I said I'm not watching that.
I think it's a diss if somebody be like, "You ain't never seen Brokeback." No, motherfucker, I ain't never seen.
No,
Brokeback
not
Mountain.
ever.
I had to go see it by myself.
You're gonna make me quit you.
Right.
What?
What did he say that in the movie?
That's in the trailer.
You gonna make
me quit you.
You got that off the trailer?
Oh hell no. We can't never watch this shit.
Wow.
That's it. We're
Yeah.
now, we have to give reviews, so I'm gonna have you two watch it.
It's a Chevy commercial on TV, and this Chevy commercial is an awful commercial because it's a man with no backbone who, you know, they got money, so they wake up around Christmas time and he bought 2 cars. Have you seen this? One is red and
Oh,
one is
yes.
the
Yep,
one
I've
is the
seen that.
Silverado pickup truck. So you would assume the pickup truck is for the man, but the girl chose the pickup truck in the commercial.
Yes.
You saw this?
No,
and
I'm excited that she picked the truck.
and he was like, "Oh no," that's what she was like. "I love it," and he was just like, they showed him bag down the whole time, and this might be me
Instead of saying,
taking
hey,
it
that's
too far,
mine.
right?
What was wrong with that?
But there's a lot of commercials where the woman is the dominator. If you really watch commercials, and I'm like, this is all leading up to the subject that we're gonna talk about tonight.
Oh yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
They're training people they're training men. If you want to be a productive member of society, you're supposed to put your tail between your legs. Because let's say I had some money and I bought a pickup truck and I brought my girl the real nice SUV, and she was like, "Oh, but I like the pickup truck." I'll be like, "Well, bitch, take the SUV back and get the motherfucking pickup truck then. That's my shit. It's just parked right here because this is the lot."
That would make a heck of a good commercial.
Am I a bad guy for saying that? I don't know. I bought that for me.
But if you want, no, you gave her an option. You said no, but if you want the other one, then switch it.
I don't even want you
Buddy's
driving
here.
it. That's probably
Somebody's
my
here.
little comedian
Genevieve.
buddy. That's you, boy. He little. He can fit under there. Crawl under there, nigga. No, I'm just fucking with
pull
you.
it up.
Hey, somebody pull that up and let my man in over there.
Oh, Genevieve's out there.
Oh, the good brother right there.
Giggity.
Right.
Frank.
That's see, I got another. Is that him? Come on in.
Why would he knock on the door then
No,
stand
he
back?
Looked, he looked scared. He saw
He
dude
was
with
scared
the
as
suit on.
hell. He knocked on the door and stood back.
Man, what the show going on?
Annie on the phone.
Can you crawl under there and get over here? We got another guest we gonna add to the show.
Can't crawl.
This is the
Can you fit under
ratchetest
there?
podcast in America.
Right.
I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving this.
My
I'm
nigga
loving
got the
this.
dark man coat on in this motherfucker.
Oh, I've been that movie so long.
What's up, man?
Shit, nigga, you got me in this motherfucker. They got me in the back cave. What the fuck? They got me the wrong number. I'm outside.
Oh, you was down there.
Yeah, nigga.
Oh, you heard us?
Yeah, nigga, I heard
I'm glad.
This nigga with the slick toes came to the door.
Introduce my homeboy, fellow Chicago comedian,
Chicago.
Murph, right? I got it right. Murph. Y'all from
Okay.
Chicago, you know him. He got things going on out here in LA a little bit. You ain't shit been happening for you a little bit? That's good, man. That's good. We got a deep subject tonight,
Yeah.
and you could fit in. You know what I'm saying? We all fit in and say what we got to say. I'm just gonna go right into it, because I just want to say this shit, and I want to talk about it. And this panel, I feel like, will maybe help me understand some things I might need to know. But is it me, or is it the average woman who hasn't been trained by someone other than their school, college, parents, all of the things that's going on out here that's natural? Women who have not been specially trained by certain groups of people, I would say some religious groups. What are those people in Utah?
Mormons.
Pimps. All these people get negative attention in the media, but the women who grow up in these type of environments where they're taught something different than what the average woman is taught in America, it seems like they can, you can have a conversation with them. They don't go all off emotion, and you can actually be around them in a way where it's not stressed the whole time. I'm saying, and I will bring up women who have been under pimps. Pimps get a negative reputation in society, but I have seen women who have been under pimps who act like they got more sense than women who have a degree from some major university. Now, I could be wrong, but I just wanted to jump it off by saying something like that. Anybody else want to jump in and say something? Like their opinion of what I said? Because I might be wrong.
Well, you were referring to women basically outside of the traditional ways being brought up under all those labels, but comparing them to women who are brought up in more of a religious type of setting.
It ain't even got to be religion. It's just something that's
type of
not
structure.
in college.
Right.
Something that's not in average society. It's my opinion. Like if I see a girl and she's conducting herself in a way that's not basic, the first thing I say is, who you been under? You know what I'm saying? Like, where you been?
Now be specific
Right.
when you say conducting yourself. In which manner? Like, in other words, just loud, boisterous?
Basic bitches. Basic bitches meaning almost all of them in America.
Reacting off strictly emotion.
Right. Well, you can't even have a conversation
No
with them.
reason, just straight emotion.
So take the nation,
doesn't
for
matter what the
instance.
subject
You
is.
guys
Go ahead.
have something, a training for women. I think it's, what is it? MGT, right?
What is that? What does that stand
Explain
for?
that.
MGT stands for Muslim Girls Training. It is a training where the sisters, and it's literally returning them back to the knowledge of themselves. It is what they were, how they operated before being broken down by the slave masters. So they know their name, their culture, their language, their religion, their God. They know their original traditions. They carry themselves with a high level of respect and regard. They don't feel like they need to take off clothes to please any man. They feel as though, and not feeling, but they are returned to that high level of self-worth and quality of self. So that's the MGT, which is Muslim Girls Training, and they all are trained in everything from how to cook, how to sew. They all know martial arts, self-defense,
Nice. Look at
thoroughly. They know how to take care of themselves. They know how to take care of family. They all of these different things. First aid. I mean, you name it. That's how a woman should not have to be dependent on anyone if she needs to survive. And that is what we are taught in the nation. We don't have no sisters walking behind us, anything like that, or telling them, forcing them to cover themselves up. We don't force that. They do it on their own because it is something that they choose to do once they find out what the worth is.
Right.
that. Wow.
But see, look, just by you dropping knowledge like that,
Yes, sir.
you don't know how many people have no idea that something like that exists. But something like that needs to exist in society, so the women, I'm saying like all I know how to do is talk the way I talk. The basic bitches don't grow up in the same footsteps as they mama, which is basically getting old with cats and talking shit about people. Because there ain't nobody with them. Ain't nobody with them. There's so many women who've been with.
There's a lot of homes like that, is what you're saying.
They've been with so many men, but none of it ever worked out. Not even the ones they had kids with. And I believe that is because there's something missing in the knowledge. Because this ain't just girls who are not college educated.
Yeah.
Right,
This is
right.
the elites of the women. They don't even know how to communicate with somebody of the opposite sex, but I see them when they get around other women like them. It's almost like it works a little while with them better than it works with the man. Like they'll be friends with a girl that they know the girl is cutthroat and everything, and they'll have a friendship with them for a long time.
Right.
But they will tell you that this man is no good, even if the man has displayed he can take care of himself. He can take care of you. And most of the time they come in with stray kids. He even help you with your stray kids.
Right.
But when it's over, he ain't never shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But you know what that comes from? That comes from broken homes, though. So
Right.
it's like if you've been in a situation where you've never seen a healthy relationship, or you've never seen a woman treat a man with respect, you're not going to know how to do that or conduct yourself in that way. So a lot of times, man, it just comes from the homes, man. And I mean, like you say, it goes back to people who will run off the father, because a lot of times the father may want to be in there, but you don't want to be in a situation where it's just negative all the time.
Right.
It's bullshit all the time, because there's only so much you can take before you leave.
Right.
You know, so it goes back to the home structure, man.
Right.
You got to get that home in order first, because if they coming up and they seeing the negative bullshit, they're going to continue to reiterate and portray the same image that they came up watching and seeing.
Right. It's what we called it when we were kid, or when I was a kid. It was a word. It was home training.
Facts.
It was home training,
Yeah.
and a lot of and like you said, the home is broken. The home is dysfunctional. So now there is no training
At all.
So like if you go back and you look up the history of the Nation of Islam and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, again, part of his work was cleaning up the brother
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and the sister.
Absolutely.
So now you see the importance of MGT as a gap.
Right. Yeah.
Like, okay, you ain't got a daddy. Well, MGT
Right.
We'll be there.
can provide some of this training that you should have got if you had a functioning family.
Right. Precisely.
You see what I'm saying? So that was the importance of that whole movement back then. Again,
Which still exists today.
right. So if you look at what's happening in the streets today, like Corey is saying, you got mugs out here that are straight transactional, men and women.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause
Everybody has a price, right? Everybody can be bartered. Everybody can be leveraged. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so there is no respect. There is no moral code.
it's not.
No moral code, exactly. I've been introduced to this brother named Dre.
Oh, the homie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that dude.
Good brother. Good brother.
smart dude, and you know he got what he called women. He called them these square broads. Meaning like a broad that ain't never had no MGT or any type of training like that.
Yeah.
I whenever I meet a woman in the streets, I just always have nothing but doubt in the interaction. But I am willing to pay for, because I know you're struggling. I'm willing to pay for your whatever it may be we discussed with $200 to $300 I'm willing to pay. And since I have had the means to pay this money, I don't have really the